This week on Crazy Carl Project, we do nothing. Well, busy time of year. Not had a whole lot of time. Then we had the storm come through, and we were lucky we're far enough north that we didn't get hit too hard by it. A little bit of damage, but nothing severe like they've suffered down south and down east. So, but a few little things, update. The oil trick I did on the Lexus, I'm doing again on both real hubs. That helped for a little while, quiets it down for a little while, but you're going to be doing that every couple weeks. That's why you really do need to replace the hubs. It just settles it down for a little while.
I will. You got to give me a moment, an opportunity. I mean, the hubs are expensive.
I know. Like I said, it's not really rushed. They're not inactive. They're not failed. They're starting to fail. They're more noisy than anything. So,
yeah.
And that takes care of it. Got rid of the noisiness for about 2 weeks and just finally started back. In what, about 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
Yeah.
So.
Thank you, city of Memphis. And
He
your
didn't hold a grudge at all.
Crater.
I start doing bicycles. I guess we'll show
Yeah, show off the damage.
the damage. Well, yeah.
I did.
Tarp.
The tarp. I didn't. Oh, I forgot to grab the key for the interior.
Well, that's all right. It's wet and full of glass. But there will be a picture that'll probably be the thumbnail for this. That'll show the limb in there. It was removed and not filmed.
It's already on the community tab.
Yeah. Like I said, it'll probably be the thumbnail for this one too.
More than likely.
But this was the culprit. It's now helping hold the tarp down.
Yeah, well, if it could do the crime, it can do the time.
But you can see the big hole through the windshield and the liner.
Yep.
And that is a dead windshield, but I will, in a later video, it was supposed to have been this week's video. I was going to show how to stabilize this, but it just finally quit raining. And I'm having to do yard work and I have to travel. So that's not happening.
Yeah.
But I will show how to trim this up and stabilize it. It's not a repair, but it's just to show you how to stabilize a windshield so that you can get it stable and not have it go completely kablooey while you're waiting on a new windshield.
It's a get you home fix. It's not
It's a get you home fix.
Yeah, not a travel around fix.
Yeah.
That's what he's talking about. We're going to show you a get you home fix, and it may be done before I call Safe Light or somebody to get the windshield replaced.
Yeah.
Because this is going to be our Lemon's car.
Which we need to look into that. I know they don't have that, but we may replace this with plexiglass so we have a racing windshield. I thought about that.
Really?
We have to look at their rules and consider that a little bit more.
Yeah.
In the comments, if you want to see me try to do a plexiglass windshield on this thing so we can deglass it, give a suggestion or a donation. Other projects are still coming up. We have the AC bypass for this one that's coming up once it's clean. It does run. I've got a clutch for this one, which I've got to move this one. Clutch and slave cylinder. Right now the clutch is, well, it's got a 200,000 mile clutch on it, so the clutch is shot. And it's one of those fun things, as you drive it, it becomes a liquid clutch. Which means it engages smoother. You feel the slippage. But it still moves, so I've been putting that off because it is still drivable.
That'll probably be a spring project.
Yeah, it'll probably be spring, winter. It is after the Ford, possibly even after the windshield, after the master cylinders on the Kia again.
Mm-hmm.
And after dragging that thing in and doing the wiring.
Yeah, which would be nice.
So that's another one. Riata, we're going to pull it in. I've got ground wires. I've got the sensors it needs. So we're going to pull it in, try to sort out all the wiring stuff so it's drivable again without the smoke, without the electrical smoke.
Yeah. Without the electrical smoke, the battery cables are smoking. And hopefully in the future-ish soon, we can fix the rear engine smoke from the exhaust manifold, and then,
Oh,
yeah.
come on. we're just going to slob your ride, and we'll do it proper. It'll be a proper 2-cycle.
No.
It'll be like my Jeep Gladiator in there.
No.
But so we have that. We'll have hubs at some point in the future, probably. We still have the 73 Gladiator that at some point I'm going to get into and start fighting with and get running again. They won't let me do my ejection 55-gallon drum fuel tanks, though.
No. No.
Oh, come on. At 4 miles a gallon, that'll actually get somewhere with a 55-gallon drum gas tank. Especially
No.
2 of them.
No.
We got that. We have some body work that may be in the future, but that's still to be determined. Some stuff for Shane's car.
Oh, yeah. You don't, we can, yep. That's still to be determined. We may or may not do that.
Yeah, it's still one of the things. It requires us to do some repainting and some clear coating, and yeah, we're back and forth on whether or not we want to take that on.
Yeah.
But there's also, which I have the tailgate for the truck, I could do that on too. Or I could just sticker bomb it.
Yep. Yep. You could do both.
Then there's Cherokee. I need to fill up. This fall I'm going to try to drive it some if I can afford to, and put the seal rejuvenator in it again and see if it'll rejuvenate the seals in the transmission so that the rear seal will quit leaking.
Mm-hmm. If you can afford to, the Cherokee gets less than 6 miles a gallon.
No. If I have a tailwind, I have gotten 10.
That's why if he can afford to, because each fill up is like a paycheck.
And I have to get premium, and if at all possible, alcohol free. But either way, I have to get at least 91 octane. So yeah, it hurts.
Like I said, it's a paycheck.
You're
talking about a 50-gallon tank?
Oh no, it's a 70s car. So it gets horrible fuel mileage and you only put 20 gallons in it.
Mm-hmm.
So you're stressing between gas stations. It's like, am I going to make it? Am I going to make it? Past everything but a gas station.
Mm-hmm. 20-gallon tank, you can get 60 miles.
I'm
per
missing a
fill-up.
project. Oh, I still have some stuff I'll be doing with the riding mower, because I've still got to match belts up and figure out a proper shifter linkage so I don't have to reach down to shift. So I'll be doing something with that, trying to figure out a way to make that work. Sometime this winter, that's planned. And see, there's that. I'm missing something. I know I'm missing something. I already talked about the master cylinder. It's perpetual. Oh, the hubs. I have all the stuff, I think, to rebuild. Don't mind the mosquito.
Yep.
The rebuild the vacuum hose for that Kia. So this winter, I am going to try to get that done too.
Okay. So that's what's coming up. And sorry, this is like a short little catch-up video just to keep things going. Next week, we're going to be away. He's going away, and then I got a family thing.
I'm leaving
and then,
tomorrow, and then I come back, and he goes, and then he comes back, and then we both go.
Yep.
So it's like, yeah, there's a lot of traveling. There was a lot of traveling last week, and perpetual work. My busy season is just starting to wind down, so
yep,
it is what it is. And let's see, we got that's probably everything on that end. If you have, like I said, just make comments in there. The stuff you want to see on some of these things I'm working on or ideas, leave comments.
Oh yeah, we'd love to hear from you.
Because they're working through different things. There are a couple, like I said, the bodywork one. There is brake work that might be done on another vehicle.
Oh, I know what they would love to see. Door handles on the Ford F-150. For the rear doors.
That's the other brakes. The F-150, when I'm doing that's part of what I'm putting off. I've got rear brakes. I've got new parking brake cables to redo the parking brakes. So I actually have a parking brake on the manual.
Yeah.
And I have the door handle repair for the interior where the little things broke. I have a proper seat cover so I can redo the front seat. And we were going to do some cleanup stuff and plus radio work. because the tape deck has quit working in there, and I want to pull that radio out, see if we can fix the tape deck. Actually, I really want to see if we can fix the tape deck. I really don't want to put a new radio in it.
Yep. All right. Well, that about wraps us up.
That should wrap it up.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for hanging out.
Like, share, subscribe. Until next time, have a good one.
How are we feeling tonight under starlit skies? Tell me that you trust in me. How far can we go? Living like Bonnie and Clyde. Watch our worlds collide. Live so